Are you always inspired by other people's style but never satisfied with your own outfits? In today's video, I'm going to share with you what's holding you back from finding your personal style and how to make your outfits feel unique to you. The first thing that's holding you back from finding your personal style is you're trying to cut and paste your style from someone else. A big part of finding your personal style is finding out what your personal preferences are. So you can't look at a celebrity or an influencer and just take exactly what their wardrobe looks like and put it into your closet and expect to feel like it is your personal style, because it won't feel unique to you and your lifestyle. Sure, it's fine to take inspiration from celebrities and influencers, but at the end of the day, you and that person have different lifestyles, so your style is going to look different. If you're not sure where to get started, I would look at your hobbies, what you're doing day to day, and figure out what the needs of your clothing are for those activities. Are you working in an office and you need to have a more polished, corporate, put together sort of aesthetic? Or are you working outside and you need to have durability? Or do you have kids and you need clothes that are functional for running around on a playground? All of these different pieces of your life and hobbies will come together to create the unique pattern that is your personal style. The next reason why you may not have found your personal style yet is you're focused on what you should be wearing instead of what actually feels good. I'm going to talk about the word flattering and why I think we need to remove it from our personal style and fashion vocabulary. For a lot of us, dressing in a flattering way has been drilled into us from birth, and so stepping out of that when creating a personal style, I think, is really important. What I mean by this is when choosing pieces to buy or wear, not allowing whether it's flattering or not to be the number one reason why you chose that thing. If you feel good in it, then that's all that matters. And allowing yourself to try the thing that may or may not be flattering will open you up to so many more possibilities when it comes to your outfits and your style. And if you're looking for personal style, having clothes that flatter you isn't going to get you there. That's not a detail that is going to feel personal and unique to you. It's going to be, do they like ruffles or wide leg pants or denim or button downs or stripes or florals? It's going to be all the other details that go into your clothes. It's not going to be whether or not it's flattering to you. And through experimentation and trying different things, you will naturally be able to decide whether or not you like something on yourself, whether or not it's flattering. Overall, I think the people whose style that you're coveting probably don't care about whether or not it's flattering. They have other things that they want to convey to the world. Their creativity, their hobbies, their interests, and it has nothing to do with how others perceive their body and how it looks in their clothes. The next reason you may not have found your personal style yet is that you haven't taken the time to experiment and learn within your own wardrobe. Everyone's wardrobe tells their own story, and so being able to experiment within your own wardrobe allows you to learn about what your preferences are, and you're able to use that to not only create more outfits, but figure out what you should be bringing in to expand your wardrobe even more. Keeping track of what feels good by taking pictures of your favorite outfits is really helpful to being able to find patterns within your wardrobe that you can then use to guide your future purchases. In the same vein, when you're getting dressed and something isn't working, it's really important to figure out why so that you can use that for future reference as well. So if you have a top that you're styling and no bottoms are working, you really love the top, no bottoms are working, you don't understand why, it's really important to figure out what the thing is that's making it hard for you to style. Is it the color? Is it the proportion? Is it the aesthetic itself? Is it a really casual top that you feel like you don't have any bottoms to either match the casualness or make it feel more dressy? You really have to figure out what makes it feel like you. It's about finding your likes and dislikes, figuring out the patterns by experimentation and analysis, and putting that all together to make the unique combination that will be your personal style. The next reason you still haven't found your personal style is you don't trust your own judgment. And this is something that I have struggled with as well. Whenever I would get invited to events or parties or whatever, I would text someone else going and ask them what they were wearing so that I could make sure that I too was wearing the appropriate outfit. If my friend was wearing jeans and a nice top, I too would wear jeans and a nice top, so I could fit in and blend in and all of those things. So through this experimentation in my personal style and the growth that I've had, I have stopped texting my friends before going out because I'm confident in my decision making when it comes to wearing clothes that feel like me out to events. A friend of mine had a house party and I wore this like midi length cotton dress with a gingham top underneath and some Converse. And I loved that outfit. I loved it so much. I don't know if it's a house party appropriate outfit, but I loved my outfit and I felt like it was appropriate. So as long as I'm not hurting anyone by wearing the clothes that I want to wear, then why not? Finding the confidence in your personal style to be able to trust your own judgment when it comes to getting dressed is really important. And a lot of times that just comes with experimentation and time. If you go out in outfits that feel good enough times, you're going to crave that feeling and you'll know what it looks like and feels like, and you'll be able to recreate it, and it'll just be this cycle of trying things and experimenting, and eventually your personal style will blossom. I think it's important to say that only you are going to be able to create your personal style, not an influencer or a relative or your partner. Nobody is going to be able to tell you what looks and feels good on you because it's your body, it's your clothes, it's your style. And so making that a priority when experimenting and creating your personal style is really important. Reason number 5 that you may not have found your personal style is you're not letting your style evolve. Your style is never going to be 100% timeless, even if you're wearing more classic pieces. Your style is always evolving because the two biggest impacts on your style are your lifestyle and time. As you move through life, you're gonna have more experiences, your lifestyle might change, you might lose a hobby, gain a hobby, and those are all gonna impact your personal style. Because at the end of the day, your clothes are there to be worn and to service you and your life. It's all about learning what's serving you right now. Some things will continue to be a part of your style for years to come, but you need to allow yourself to change and grow. For example, my big lifestyle change was in 2023. My style was very much more edgy. Before that, I was working in the city, I was in the fashion industry, and then I quit that job and became a dog walker. I was spending so much more time outside. I was interacting with so many dogs. It was lovely. And at the same time, I was really exploring creativity and my hobbies and what brings me joy in my life. Because up until that point, my hobby was like binging Netflix and shopping. And so with this shift in my life, I started a bunch of new hobbies. And so my wardrobe made shifts along with me. I went from wearing things that were more edgy and corporate and felt very like New York City to this like softer life that felt a lot more relaxed, and some things did stick around in my style. I still love a tailored trouser, even though I'm walking around, the grocery store, I still like the way a tailored trouser looks on me. Other details, a good floral print and things like that really stuck around in my style, even though other parts shifted and changed with my lifestyle changes. And I'm sure the next time that I have a big life change, my style will change again. And that's okay. That is part of life. We are always changing, we are always growing, and so should our style. And if you want to dive deeper into personal style, I have actually written 3 very long Substack posts all about personal style and the 3 stages that I feel like kind of encompass finding your personal style, expanding on it, and evolving it. So I will link those down below if you want to check those out. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss anything from me, make sure to subscribe. It really helps my channel. And if you want even more personal style YouTube content, you might enjoy my video where I talk about my 5 tips to elevate your style without buying any new clothes. So I'll link that up here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!